From the KATC Weatherland, here's Rob's forecast.
Well, today we thought we weren't going to reach 100 as of yesterday's forecast. We thought storms would come in early enough to hold us from hitting that century mark, but not so. And guess what? Not much, if any, storms are in the forecast tomorrow, so the forecast has to be 100 degrees. So let's take a look at the stats here as we recap and just want to bring you up to date. Tomorrow we're going to break a record, a big record. We'll get to that in just a bit. But boy, since June 7th, nearly 60 days of 90 degrees temperatures or more in a row. Almost 85% have been 95 or hotter. 16 days of 98 or higher. Mind you, there are some summers where we might reach 97 or 98 degrees once. And we've had 6 days of 100-degree temperatures, record lows in the 80s, 19 of those. And tomorrow, we're going to break the all-time string of consecutive days of 90-degree weather. Here's the record books: 62, 24, 60. These are some long-standing records. Most recent hot streak was back in 2015, 44 days. So this year was certainly going to go in the book as one of the summers to remember for high heat, for sure. We're going to break a record. Even if August is near normal, it will still be the hottest summer on record. That's the way it's looking. So high pressure right here, but sneaking underneath that high pressure aloft, we had some thunderstorm activity develop during the course of the late afternoon, early evening hours. Some strong gusty winds. Nice outflow boundary. Really cooled things off. Temperatures dropped some 10 to 15 degrees inside of about 20 minutes after that. Basically, that outflow boundary came from some of the storm activity. Here's the regional Doppler radars. You can see there's not a whole lot going on. Power Doppler 3, nice and quiet. But let's back it up over the last 6 hours. You see those strong storms crossing the basin and then moving into St. Mary and Iberia Parish. And there were a few more renegade storms across the area. But once again, as the storms rolled in, and we said this at 6 o'clock, here's the outflow boundary. That pushed on through. It ignited storms to the north of us, but gave Lafayette at least a breath of somewhat cooler air. It felt good. Low to mid 80s feels incredibly good when you're in the upper 90s to near 100 all day long. So here's the satellite imagery. You see how that storm fired up and then kind of fell apart. Tomorrow, high pressure is going to take hold and keep storms at bay. The tropics relatively quiet, but you get over into the eastern Atlantic. We're seeing some good waves starting to line up in Africa, and this one that is south of the Cape Verde Islands. I'm surprised the Hurricane Center is not talking about this one. I think this one is going to be the next named system with time, but too far out to tell if this is going to make it all the way to the Gulf. And with the ridge of high pressure we have right now, we're safe from any tropical activity. And this very weak area of low pressure, this is done with as well. Hurricane Center now giving it a 0% chance of development, so we'll say goodbye to that potential system. So all we have to worry about is the heat. Temperatures upper 70s overnight tonight. Tomorrow pumping up to 100 to 101. Once again, the heat index is going to be up there as well. And then tomorrow evening, upper 70s to near 80, and then going into Friday, the model not offering us much change, and no green showing up on the radar, so rain chances in the 5% range. So upper 90s to low 100s for northern portions of Acadiana, between 97 and 100 I-10 corridor, and will favor upper 90s. I think New Iberia may be close to 100 again for tomorrow. They were today. By the way, they also have had 4 days in a row of 100-degree temperatures in New Iberia as well. So it's been a run, and we're going to go on. That's another record we may break, 7 days in a row of 100-plus degree heat. That's the all-time record. Again, that heat index very rough again from late morning through the evening hours, but then improving as you get deeper to the overnight hours. So quiet for the rest of the night. Fair skies, light winds overall, and an almost full sturgeon supermoon out there rising right now. 100 will go 100 for a high. Maybe we'll shame the atmosphere into only going 99 tomorrow. If our winds pick up enough out of the south, that'll hold us just near 100. We'll see. But it's going to be 100, 101. Oh, look at this. Monday's coming in at 102 and then near 100 as we go into next week. But there will be a few more afternoon showers and thunderstorms. Fingers crossed, but upper 90s right now. But look, 96 a week from Saturday.
Cool front.
Almost cool.
Yeah. Boy.
We'll see. We'll see if that verifies. But it does look like, right, the gumbo's been on the stove for 60 days now. Just waiting. Exactly.
That's where we are. All right. Thanks, Rob.